So let's talk more about church music. The Western reforms did not bring instruments into the church. The sacred music stayed a cappella, without accompaniment. But without the low pedals of an organ to support the singing, Russian male voices dipped deeper and deeper into their bass registers to sound astonishingly low melody lines, lines that are the wonder of Western singers who ask, how can they do it? This deep singing became a signature sound for Russian music, influencing far more than church music. And here's another sound associated with Russian church music: the bells. Remember the rich sounds of the brass instruments in the Gabriele canzone? Well, that kind of sound didn't exist in Russian church music. Instead, the Russians had their bells. Now, bells were nothing new. They have long been a part of Christian worship, but Russians took to bells like a duck to water. Not the Western-style bells that play tunes like the Westminster chimes. No, the Russians had untuned bells that pealed in long, slowly building patterns. These patterns had meanings that were recognized by the villagers, and they helped organize parish life. But the most important thing about these bells was their sheer volume. The ground literally vibrates, and they can be heard for miles. When the Soviet revolutionaries stripped Christianity out of Russian culture after the 1917 revolution, they also silenced the bells. It must have been the strangest change. The pattern of church bells had resounded for centuries from dozens of bell towers in every city and every village. It was as much a part of life as the rising and the setting of the sun. And then, suddenly, nothing. Bells were shattered or melted down, and musicians, especially composers raised up after 1917, did not have deep within their bones the power of the bells as their model for a rich musical sound. Consider this wonderful piece by the 19th century Russian composer Sergei Rachmaninoff. It's for two pianos. Of course, a work played by two pianists at different pianos will be, by its very nature, rich in sound. But this one reproduces the deep resonance of the bells so realistically. And on top of that, it features two of the most famous Easter chants, chants that are sounded at midnight after the Saturday night vigil, right before the declaration of Christ's resurrection.